Hello Talanians! Welcome to this video on how to play Sudoku. This video covers the very basics of Sudoku. Sudoku does not have to do with math, except that it uses numbers as symbols, but it does use logic, which is a branch of mathematics. We are not interested in doing calculations. We are interested in working out the logic behind where the digits need to be placed on the grids to solve the puzzle. To get started, we need to know some basic terminologies used in Sudoku. There are many different types of Sudoku puzzles, but the standard form looks like this. A 9 by 9 grid where there are 9 rows and 9 columns. Because it is a 9 by 9 grid, there are 81 squares or cells. Each 9 by 9 grid is broken down into smaller groups of cells that are 3 by 3, which means 3 rows, and 3 columns, each making up 9 cells. An area like this is called block. Thus, a 9 by 9 grid is made up of 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The idea behind Sudoku is to fill in the numbers 1 to 9 in each of the rows going across. There are 9 rows in each of the column going down. There are 9 columns, and in each of the blocks there are 9 blocks. The numbers 1 to 9 must be used without ever repeating a number more than once. So, how do we play Sudoku? Here's an example of Sudoku puzzle which is partially filled in with some numbers. To solve the puzzle, we must fill in the entire grid with numbers from 1 to 9. The first thing to do is to look for a block, a row, or a column that is filled in with the most number of digits. So in this case, we have this block. So we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. So therefore, 4 should be written here. Next, how about this column? If we look at this column, we have the numbers 1, 2, 3. The number 4 is missing. 4 can be written here and in here. 5, 6, 7 can be written on these cells, but 7 is already given on this block, so therefore we cannot write 7 here. Instead, we write 7 on this cell. So if this is 7, this is understood to be 4. Next, how about this column? We have the numbers 1, so 1 is missing. So 1 can be written in these cells. 2, 3, 4 is also missing. We cannot write 4 here because 4 is already here in this block and in this row. So therefore, 4 is to be filled in here. So therefore, 1 is also here. Now if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can write 6 in this cell. So in this block, we have the complete numbers from 1 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. How about in this column? So 1 is missing, but 1 cannot be written here because of this number 1. So therefore, we write 1 here. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 is missing, so we write 8 here. Next, how about on this row? We have the numbers 1, 2, 3 is missing, so therefore 3 should be placed in here. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this row, we have the complete set of numbers from 1 to 9. Next, how about on this column? We have the numbers 1, 2 is missing, so it's possible to write 2 here. 3 is also missing, but we cannot write 3 here because of this number 3. So therefore, 3 should be placed here and 2 should be here. In this block, the 3 by 3 block, we have the numbers 1. We don't have the number 1 here. So we have to place 1 in these cells. But we cannot place 1 here because of this 1. We cannot also place 1 here because of this 1. So therefore, 1 should be written here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is missing. 7 can be here because of this 7. So 7 should be here and 9 should be here. So 7 and 9. How about on this row? 1 is missing. We cannot put 1 here because there's already 1 in this block. So we have to fill in 1 here in these cells, but we cannot put 1 here because of this 1. So the right cell to place 1 is just here. So we write 1 and then we have 2. 2 can be written here and here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4. How about 4? In this cell and in this cell, 4 can be written, but we cannot write 4 here because there's already 4 in this block. So therefore, 4 should be here. So if this is 4, then this is 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this cell should be 8. Next, how about this block? We have the numbers 1, 2, 3 is missing. So we can write 3 in both cells. 4, 5 is also missing. So we still 3 and 5 can be written in this cell. So we can just write the possible numbers to be written here. Those are 3 and 5. How about on this row? So we have the numbers 1, 2 is missing. So we can write 2 here. We have 3, 4, 5 can be on these cells, 6, and 7. 7 cannot be written on this cell because of this number 7 here. So therefore, this should be 7 and this should be 2. So this is 7 and this is 2. Next one is this column. So the given are 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing, but 4 cannot be written here because 4 is already on this block. So the cell or the place where to write 4 is only here. So we have to write 4 here. 4, 5, 5 is missing. So we cannot write 5 here because of this 5. So the place to put 5 is here. Then we have 6 is all no, 5 cannot also be written here. So it's wrong. So we have to erase the 1 because there's already 5 here, in here. So 5 is given. Then we have 6. 6 and 9 are missing. So we cannot write 6 here because of this 6. We cannot put 9 here because of this 9. So this should be 9 and this should be 6. So 6 and 9. Next, on this row, we have the given 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is missing. So 5 can be in these cells. 6, 7 is missing. So 7, we cannot write 7 here because there's already 7 in this column. So this should be 7. And obviously this is 5. Next, on this block, we have the given 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is missing. So, but we cannot write 5 here. And the only possible cells to write 5 are in these cells. So, we write the possible numbers. 5. Then, 6 is also missing. So, we cannot write 6 here because there's already 6 here. We cannot also write 6 in this cell because there's 6 in this column. So, the cell where to put 6 is only here. So, we write 6. So, if this is 6, then this must be 5. So, we get the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the only missing number is 8. So, we write 8 here. So, this is almost complete. This column is almost complete. So, we have the numbers 1, 2. So, the only missing digit here is 3. So, if this is 3, then this must be 5. Next, how about on this row? So we have the given are 1. So therefore 2 is missing. So on this cell we write 2. So we have to erase this 2 here. Next, on this block, we have the numbers 1, 2, 3 is missing, but we cannot write 3 here because there's already 3 on this row. So the only cell to put 3 is here. 3, 4, 5, 6 is missing. So 6 can only be placed here because there's already 6 on this column. This 6. So we write 6. Then we have 7, 8, and 9. In this column, we have the numbers 1, 2. So 3 is missing. So we write 3 here. On this block, we have 1. 2 is missing, but we cannot write 2 here because there's already 2 in this row. So we write 2 in this cell. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the puzzle is complete. Every row of 9 cells has all the digits 1 to 9 filled in. In every column of 9 cells has all the numbers from 1 to 9 filled in. and in every block has all the 9 digits from 1 to 9 filled in. So I hope you can now solve a Sudoku puzzle. So it is now your turn to solve a Sudoku puzzle.